Hello peers, this is Jake Falconer, president of the Breakfast Club. See, we're in some trying times at this moment. All students are at home taking online school, and the coronavirus thought it could stop the Breakfast Club. Well, the Breakfast Club says no. Today, we will continue the legacy online. So, today for you, I have a great recipe of Falconer Classic Buttermilk pancakes. And today, I will show you step by step how to make these delicious and simple pancakes. So for today's recipe, you'll need 1 egg. Well, we're supposed to have buttermilk, but I do not. So we're substituting that with some plain yogurt. I'm sure you guys have some of that at home. And that just helps thicken the batter. And we've also got a little lump of butter. And 1/4 cup of milk. So we're going to get started with our egg. And first we're going to combine all the wet ingredients into one small sized mixing bowl. We got the egg here. Nice crack. Alright, 1/4 cup of milk. Ooh, pour it over the mixing bowl always, no spillage. Alright, we got 1 cup of extra thick yogurt. Really gonna make our pancakes extra rich. Now we're gonna take our lump of butter and melt it lightly in the microwave. Should take about 15-20 seconds. How can you see it though?
Yeah, no. That one's going in.
Butter's going in. Now that we got all our wet ingredients, we're just going to take a fork like this, super easy, mix it together. Nice. Alright, moving on to the dry ingredients. We've got 1 cup of all-purpose unbleached flour, got 1 tablespoon of sugar, got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, now we're going to combine the dry ingredients. So first, go from biggest portion to smallest. Start with 1 cup of flour. Ooh. Got 1 tablespoon of sugar. Got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It's a little too much. Now with another fork, let's mix up these. Looks good. Okay, now we have the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. And we're gonna go ahead and combine these. Oh yeah. Scrape everything out. And then same fork, go ahead and mix it all so you get it nice and developed. Alright, this situation is looking a little too thick, so don't worry, this is normal. You can just add a little more milk to get it to that desired thickness. And just keep stirring so you get results. I usually prefer my pancakes very fluffy and thick, but it goes from person to person, so do what you want. Ooh, that's decadent. Alright, now we're gonna let that rest for a few minutes. Okay, now, once you've let your batter rest for 5 minutes, of course, you're gonna get out a cast iron skillet. If you don't have that, just any regular old pan will do. And then what you're gonna do, take some olive oil, very nice, and coat the pan. So you can just pour in the middle and then give it a little swish around so you get everything coated. And then as you do it, you can see how much is needed. Get a little more. Just until everything is all coated so your pancakes will not stick. And we'll get a nice texture. Alright, now turn your burner to, I'd say, about medium heat. Medium is good. And then just let that heat up for about a minute. Now once you've let that heat up for a minute, you're going to take a spoon and just get a nice spoonful in there. And then keep going until you got a reasonably sized pancake. First round of 3 pancakes. And once you got them in there, you can take any toppings you would like, chocolate chips, or my personal favorite, blueberries, and load those suckers in. You have time-lapse footage?
No.
Okay, so once these pancakes are cooking, you're going to start to see something like this happen. Bubbles are going to rise to the top, and a good sign of when you want to flip them is when those bubbles at the top pop. So a few of them have popped already, but we're going to wait just a second longer to see if some more pop. And if you really want to be sure, you can just do a little scoop under and see the color. Alright, so those actually look pretty good. So, take this, flip. See? Nice golden brown. And that cast iron pan gives it a good crisp on the outside, especially with the oil. And then you're just going to have to wait a few more minutes and your pancakes will be ready. Now you have your beautiful Falconer Specialty Buttermilk pancakes. And I just made 3 little guys here, but you can use up all your batter for your whole family if you so desire, or refrigerate it for the next day. It'll be just as good. And so just as simple as that, we've got some nice crispy golden buttermilk pancakes. Didn't even need buttermilk. You use yogurt, and if you don't have yogurt, you could use 3/4 cups of milk. Similar thing. Just yogurt or buttermilk adds that good thickness. And now my blueberry pancakes. Put a little syrup on those. Alright guys, this has been Jake Falconer of the Breakfast Club. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll be back next week hopefully with another breakfast video.